Hey there, everyone. How you doing? Lee Stranahan. Nice to see you. It's the middle of the night, late. It's either, depending. I'm not judging. I'm not telling you what to think. But it's either late night Sunday, the night after Super Bowl Sunday, or it's early morning Monday, the morning of Valentine's Day, Maudlin Monday. It's really Carmine Monday, because on my radio show, The Backstory, later today, the great Carmine Sabia will be joining us, and we'll be talking about that Super Bowl halftime show. He's opinionated about it. I'm less so, because I don't really care about sports that much. But either way, whether it's late Sunday or early Monday for you, I hope you're having a great one. Because I mentioned I'm a little maudlin. Here's why. It's a third, I'm just speaking personally for a second. It's only my experience, hopefully. That it's the third Valentine's Day when I've had the door slammed shut on a relationship. Sometimes I shut it, sometimes it was shut for me, if that makes sense. But it's the third Valentine's Day in a row that something that I thought in, let's say, January was going pretty well, including, by the way, my marriage. Even though I'd announced my divorce in December, there was a weird period in the middle there where my wife and I, after we announced the divorce, got much closer. It's weird, but it happened. And, you know, whatever. I don't think I'm alone in that. There's something oddly freeing about announcing a divorce, and then we could date again, if that makes sense. If it doesn't, you've never been married. But it's the third Valentine's Day in a row that something I thought in January was okay. This is pretty good. Boom, over. So that's the way Valentine's Day worked for me. I hope you're having a better one. And by the way, it doesn't seem to make any difference if I buy presents or don't. It's just something about the date itself is cursed. But what I want to talk to you about is I got a new site coming, and I want your help, and I want your help immediately in terms of feedback. And the best place for you to do that for me is on the Twitter. You can do it on the on the YouTube. That's fine. But I don't get to comments as much. I do suck at that. I'm trying to get better. By the way, you notice, let me play, we've got a new thing. I've got a countdown. What that countdown is designed to do is let you know that the middle title is about to start. In this case, it's that Late Night Lee one that I made. Sometimes it'll be Populist TV. Sometimes it's going to be for Lee's Lab, which is where I show you how to do stuff, mostly tech stuff. Sometimes it's going to be for a new website that I got going. I've already bought the domain. I have not set up the site yet, so don't go there yet. You'll be sadly disappointed. It's called CitizenFactChecker.com. Now, CitizenFactChecker.com is a new site that I'm doing for a couple reasons. It connects to Citizen Journalism School. But if you notice these fact checker sites, or fact checker, like not just Snopes, but also on every social media platform, they're doing quote unquote fact checking. What I'm going to call fake fact checking. They are in the same way that journalism today beclowns the idea, makes a joke of the idea of journalism. It's not journalism. What we see from our journalists is propaganda, pure and simple. And these fact checkers are part of the propaganda arm. Now, here's where I want your help. It's called Citizen Fact Checker because I don't just expect to do this myself. I need your help. And the immediate help I need is, what would you like to see on a site called Citizen Fact Checker? Let me tell you some of the ideas I have. Then if things occur to you, leave them in notes, leave them in comments on Twitter, wherever. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to link to all of the fake fact checker sites. So you've got a central hub for looking. And let me tell you why that's important, I think. I think if you notice that 3 or 4 of these fact checker sites all pile on to one thing. I noticed this the other day with the crack pipes. Did you notice that? It's not just that one fact checker site notices it. They all jump in, and that's the sure sign of narrative fuckery going on, to use the technical term, right? That is a coordinated narrative effort to shut down something. So I think being able to have one central hub for fake fact check sites to see what they're talking about is important. Then there's also going to be a section about the techniques of fake fact checking, where I'll explain to people in short videos, probably, some of the techniques that they use. For instance, one of the techniques, just broadly speaking, it's probably more than one in here. When I say broadly, that's a hint. That it's a number of things that come together at once. What they do on fact-checking sites is they'll find an obscure story, and usually the worst version of it. So in other words, they'll find some meme that someone was spreading, and it's not the official position of anybody. It's something, here's the thing, lots of people put out lots of bullshit every day. And some people put together letters, and we don't know who they are. They just say, oh, this is what's going on, and they're wrong. So they usually find the worst one, because it's easiest to poke holes in. So they find some letter that's going around the internet that somebody's putting together, that the CCP is controlling Joe Rogan or whatever. Something stupid. But by the way, the other technique is the fact-checking only goes one way with the narrative. One of the other things I might do on this site, CitizenFactChecker.com, is a scoreboard. And I would need help on this. As my friend Jason Goodman talks about crowdsourcing, I want someone to go through Snopes and see how many of their fact checks benefit Democrats and how many benefit Republicans. Do you have a guess? Because I do. I'll bet it's overwhelmingly fact checks that make Republicans look stupid and try to make Democrats look like geniuses, like the genius of Joe Biden. Right? So they pick on the stupidest story they can find that's obscure, no one's heard of it. Then they poke obvious holes in it. Then they think that dismisses the entire narrative. And the reason I'm doing Citizen Fact Checker is because the fact checker's assault on fact checking is an assault on your brain. I'll put that bluntly. They don't want you to be able to think or discern facts. And they want your irritating cousin or ex-wife or whoever is in your life. I happen to have an ex-wife who's very liberal. And I know she thinks stuff that's just ridiculous often. Like, she's one of those liberals who, God bless her, mother of my oldest son. So, again, God bless her. But she picks stupid fights the way people on the left often do. And she combines it with the arrogance of, oh, me and my friends are the smart ones. And you idiot racist Republicans, you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to pick apart fact checking, but I want to know what, and also we're going to do what they do. We're going to fact check some of their narratives, particularly on things like COVID and other things. We'll do it in a very factual way. And the other reason I'm doing this, by the way, is to show people who are part of Citizen Journalism School, which we're in the midst of about to relaunch, how to set up a website. And I think this site's going to get some traction pretty quickly, but we'll see. But I'd like to know what else you'd like to see on the site. Anyway, I've been busy, so I'm an old person, and I need to lay down probably because I got other stuff going on. And by the way, I may be old, but I'm not enough above owning this. And I may be DJing at some point. It's possible. I'm warning you now. It's possible. Anyway, till then, hope you guys have a better Valentine's Day than me. That won't be hard. See you on the backstory later today. I might see you later tonight. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.